This is Kilo, and today I received a message from a subscriber asking how to correct an upside down keyway on their new Kwikset lock set that they just picked up from the hardware store. This is very common with Kwiksets, more so than the others. I do see Defiance and other brands upside down, but usually you can just flip those when it's just a square shape post, and you could just flip the entire knob upside down in most cases. But when it comes to Kwiksets, if we look at the back here, the post has this crescent moon shape, which means that when you go to insert this into the latch, it can only go one way. So if your latch is from coming in from this side and the moon shape is on the right, you're going to have to turn the knob over and insert him like this, and then you end up with your upside down keyway. Just in layman's terms to explain that. So to correct this, I highly suggest you pick up a Kwikset cylinder removal tool. This makes this job go very smoothly. Now, I will leave a link in the description below to where you can pick one of these up relatively cheap. They are normally under $5 online. I've even seen them on Amazon for about $1 or $2. So I'll go ahead and leave a link to where you can find one of these. You can use a flathead screwdriver if it's all you have, but if you aren't in a big hurry to correct this, I would definitely wait until you grab this tool. And I'll show you why that is. So the first thing you'll do is you'll take a Phillips head screwdriver and remove your doorknob from the door. From there, this tool is all you need. You will turn it around, and you see this spindle here, this black piece. It's plastic on this Kwikset. Sometimes it's made out of metal, but it does the same job. And if you see, as I'm inserting this end of the tool into the back of the spindle, I can turn it left and right. What you want to do, if you've never done this before, is just kind of center that little tooth here straight ahead. You don't want them to really be left or right. This isn't crucial, so if you don't want to do this or you forget, it's not going to hold you up. It just makes it a little easier to remove the spindle. So from there, once you have it centered, if we look up here, you have your spring and your tab. This little tab right here, it's just below the post. You will again take this end of your Kwikset tool, wedge it between the post and that tab, and you see as I turn him, it presses that tab down. So we're going to go ahead and press down, and that allows us to remove the spindle. Now if you are having trouble removing the spindle, do you see what happens when I let go of that tab? This little tooth pops up, and then he disappears when I press down. Sometimes when you twist, that tooth doesn't always fully retract, and it can kind of hang up on the spindle. So all you have to do is just press more pressure to make sure that that tab is all the way down, and the spindle should pull out very easily. Now you'll flip the tool around to its forked end, place it against this post, straight ahead like this. What you're going to do is kind of cantilever this tooth down. You can also, if you have like a screwdriver, you can also press this down and just insert him straight. But if you don't have two tools, this is designed for this. You'll place him flat against the post, and just kind of lever him down. And you now go ahead and just insert the tool. And what you're going to do, I will show you, is you're pressing against two springs that pop the face of this cylinder out. So you'll just go ahead and you see this one just kind of shoots out here. But what you're doing, and I'll go ahead and pop him out real quick, is as you're pressing this in, he is kind of hooked on, and you are basically pressing with this tool to press these inwards to release him from the knob. So that's all you're doing. So if you have a screwdriver, it makes it really hard to try and basically hit both of these springs, you'll have to kind of work the flathead on this one and then this one, and then at the same time you're kind of messing around just holding the face to try and keep it from, you know, going back in and resetting itself. So it's really, that's why this tool comes in handy. So from here, what you'll do is you'll take your spindle, and just so you don't lose him or he doesn't go rolling anywhere, you can put him right back in. And now what you'll do is you'll go back to your door, as you might not remember which way this goes on, and you can go ahead and just screw this back onto the door if you want, just like this. And then when you go back, you can go ahead and take the face, you know, the cylinder here, place him in whichever way he goes, put a thumb on each side, and just press inwards. And that's really all there is to it. There is another variation of this Kwikset. It's a clone version where to remove the face, you know, the cylinder, what you would do is you would take your key, turn it 180 degrees, and then pull the cylinder out. So if you are pressing with your Kwikset tool and it's not coming out, you might have a clone, and all you have to do is turn that upside down and pull it out. Those you usually want to go ahead and replace, as those were normally used on HUD locks and HUD homes. So there are a lot of people out there that have those keys, as those locks kind of use the same like 5 keys for all of them. So it's always a good idea to go ahead and swap those out if that's what's on your door. But for the standard Kwikset, that's how you take care of that problem. Hopefully this answers the question and helped you guys out. That's really all there is to this one. So have a nice day.